Have you ever wondered, how do the righteous stand firm in the face of adversity? Today, we embark on a journey through Psalm 11, a testament of faith during trying times. Penned by David, a man no stranger to challenges, this psalm explores these very questions. It's a voyage into the heart of belief, a deep dive into the soul's resilience. As we navigate these waters, we'll seek to understand how faith can be an anchor in the storm. Now let's dive into the story of Psalm 11 to find some answers. David, the shepherd boy turned king, found himself in trouble. But this was not a new experience for David. Throughout his life, he had faced lions, giants, and even his own king who sought his life. Yet, David's response was always the same. He chose to trust in the Lord. In the midst of imminent danger, some advised David to flee to the mountains for safety. But David, who had once defeated the mighty Goliath with just a stone and a sling, held steadfast in his faith. He chose not to run but to trust. He believed that God, from his holy temple, was watching over him. He had faith that God was not just a passive observer, but an active protector who would shield him from harm. David knew that God was not only watching, but also testing. Yes, testing both the righteous and the wicked. He was not afraid of this divine examination because he trusted in God's justice. He knew that those who chose wickedness would not escape God's judgment, while those who chose righteousness, like himself, would find refuge in God's protection. David's faith was not a passive acceptance of circumstances. It was an active, bold, and daring faith. A faith that chose to trust in God's protection and justice, rather than in the false security of the mountains. David's faith in God was unwavering, even in the face of danger. So, what can we learn from David's story in Psalm 11? Well, the first key point is about trust. When David faced adversity, he did not waver or run. Instead, he trusted in God, as we should in our trials. He knew that God was his refuge, his solid rock amidst the shifting sands of life's challenges. Secondly, David believed in God's omniscience. He knew that God sees everything, the good, the bad, and everything in between. This understanding reassured him that God is aware of our struggles and will protect the righteous. Lastly, David was confident that evil will not go unpunished. He had faith in God's justice, a justice that is perfect and unwavering. This belief provided him comfort, knowing that wrongdoers will ultimately face consequences for their actions. Remember, like David, we too can stand firm in our faith, no matter the challenges we face.